Nobody can stop me, nobody can hold me, nobody control me.
We just go from there.
Yeah, these last 6 months, I'm gonna start saying some names, bro. I hope that shit stick.
And this at this point, that's kind of what it is. You have to throw some shit out there and hope it stick. You gonna have to really make an argument for some niggas now. And that's what it is. Because the first few picks, it was just like, all right, this is most of the people we said was people that like pretty much get brought up all the time. But now you finna have to really try to get in your bag and make a case for some of these people.
Nah, for real.
I think
Listen,
I think Soul go win this one because that nigga's explanations be detailed as fuck and they make great sense. So he be like, you know what? It don't even matter the wrestler. You be thinking, you be like, you know what? Devon should have got a run with the title. I'm like, wait a minute, Devon.
That's funny.
Nigga said, you know what? That nigga Soul is right, nigga. Funaki should have been a champion.
Funaki probably should have had at least one pay per view with the title.
Jimmy
Like,
Wayne
nigga, what?
definitely deserved world title. With Chuck Palumbo, Paul Burchill. Come on, man.
Yo, did you say? Never mind. I ain't even finna go there because I thought you said something crazy.
Hey, man, welcome back to the MVPs Lounge, y'all. We finishing the rest of this top 12. I'm going to just set it off real quick. You know what I'm saying? Pick number 6. Give me Sting.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's an amazing pick, and it qualifies. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't even got to tell
Hey.
y'all why. You already know why.
wow, dude.
That's
probably the
crazy,
best
too.
pick of the last 2 nights.
Yeah,
Might be the best pick.
Yeah, it definitely might be. Damn, that's
And-
crazy.
And what's crazy is I thought them niggas would give him a token run for real, one hot minute, and they didn't do it.
That when he popped up on that Raw as the statue,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. That reaction alone said, "Oh, they gonna put the title on Sting."
Mm-hmm.
So
I would have been sold on it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have been sold on it. That would have went for me.
now the only
I'm
question I would have, right? Are we now? How is it? Okay, how are we doing the game again? Is it who deserve a run, right? That's kind of how we doing it, right?
Yeah,
Who should have got a ring?
like basically, who do you believe? Your picks are going to be who you believe should have got a run with the one of the main event championships in
Okay.
WWE.
And when did he come to WWE?
2015.
2014 to 2014.
Yeah, 2014 in Survivor Series, and then 2015 pretty much was his taking off point.
Okay.
And ending point.
And then it stopped. Yeah, and then it stopped at SummerSlam.
Night of Champions.
Night of Champions. Oh,
Yep.
Never mind.
So we're talking about a 56-year-old Sting.
He can still wrestle.
Yeah, he would have been. I think he was around about 56 at that time.
He can still wrestle at that time. He had a whole match
Nah,
with
I
Triple H.
No, he okay. I mean, he had guys around that could have bumped around him and made it work. Yeah, I'd give it a thumbs up. There is some questions, but because I love that pick so much, I'm giving it a thumbs up regardless. That was just a great pick. I didn't even think about him.
That was a great pick. I didn't think of that. And like you said, it's some slight questions. Like, okay, he was an advanced age at the time, but Sting wasn't like most 56-year-olds either. Like Sting could still go. I mean, he obviously wasn't Sting from the 80s or the 90s, but he could still fucking go pretty well. So he could have been champion for me, and it would have been somewhat believable.
The fact Triple H got a run and Goldberg got a run like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years after.
Yep.
Like Yeah, that's why like the age thing was a thing, but at the same time, these two guys got
The
another
fact that
run
they
at.
got it, and he exactly, especially if Goldberg got one. Goldberg is 3 moves and match in. So yeah,
Yeah, so he got one in the 2020s, didn't he? So yeah, I'll give it
yeah,
a thumbs up. That's a good
yeah.
one.
Yeah, thumbs
Kudo,
up for
you
me
next.
too.
We still gotta give out names. We got to give out names still, just to bring on the board. Unless somebody got a
Oh
really good
yeah,
name.
yeah. Let me. I forgot to name the people. I forgot that already was on the board already. Ted DiBiase, Umaga, Arn Anderson, Rusev, Brody Lee, and Vader.
That's a
Not a bad
solid ass
list.
list already. Like that list. Kudo,
Not
you
bad.
said thumbs up.
Yeah, it's definitely thumbs up.
All right.
Okay.
I think it's on you to make your pick.
That nigga hit me with a haymaker first. Hold on.
Nah, for real.
Uh, fuck it. Give me give me Steven Richards from the Right to Censor group, because like I thought back then that was one of the most over and hated groups because them niggas was just ruining the fucking show. And I was like, yo, that motherfucker could have had a run with the title, and everybody would have wanted to see that motherfucker get his ass whooped. Because you had all the fucking major baby faces at that time that they could have fucking censored just on bullshit about anything, and it would have worked. Because you had Steven Richards, and then you had uh, the Good Father, and fucking Val Venus, which is fucking crazy. So I thought that could have been
He
a good
he had
run.
legit muscle with them niggas. Yeah. He had
Yeah,
Ivory too.
and Ivory too. Yeah, so I think it could have worked for a little bit, and he could have got like a small run with it before dropping it to some big time baby face that they had, whether it be Austin or Rock or whoever. Yeah.
Nah, them motherfuckers was hated. And it was like legit heat. It wasn't like go away heat. No, they was getting good, clean heat because they were in fact ruining the show. Like, which is what their whole gimmick was supposed to be. Is just like anytime the hose came out,
Wasn't the Godfather
cover
part of
up.
this group?
Yes, he was the good
Yes,
father.
that's
Which
what
is
I'm saying.
crazy.
When he was
Which is
bringing the
crazy.
hose out, they sent nigga Godfather and Val Venus were part of this group, which made it insane.
That's insane. That's that's
But
insane.
that was the whole. That's what kind of added to the mystique of the group as far as gaining power because he was just like censoring some of the most like lewd acts or most violent acts, and it was working.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fact that was able to censor the Godfather, and then he was able to, which was a fucking pimp gimmick. Then he censored Val Venus, whose gimmick was a porn star.
I mean,
Yeah,
the moment he took away Godfather from us, the heat was gonna be there.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a fact.
That was they like whoever came up with that group and picked the guys was a genius. That was like genius work.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That was actually that. Yeah.
He was the epitome of. He was a faction. They were a faction version, the epitome of scaring the hoes.
And then
Hey,
and
literally.
Ivory's entire gimmick was literally like, I'm not taking my clothes off for y'all. And she was always like that though. That was always her gimmick.
Yep,
So her going in there was perfect too. Like it was,
was perfect.
I don't know, that was yeah. And then then the sound, the theme song was. I mean, how can you like this?
That fucking siren or whatever that shit was.
Yeah, how can you even like
They
that?
was
Yeah.
nah, them motherfuckers was definitely over his heels because them motherfuckers was hated. I hated them motherfuckers. I hated when they came out because it was always to spoil the fun when the bras was out there. What are you doing? I'm trying to see some titties.
I watched the recent not I watched
Hey, where
recent.
the bitches at? It's supposed to be titties. Where the fucking titties and the bitches?
That's funny.
Exactly. Exactly.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
I'm definitely still giving that a thumbs down though. And I'm only doing so because I feel like what you explained was a really great mid card gimmick. And it's because Steven Richards, he kind of set a precedent that like I don't care what they would have done with him. He had a career already of like this dude shouldn't beat anyone. So, and I mean it could have changed it around, but I just can't. I just don't see him. I can see the gimmick, but I don't see him being the one doing it, like being the one doing the main event version of that.
Yeah. Right gimmick, wrong person as far as being the leader of that group. As far as if you want to make him the main champion, he would have been fine as Intercontinental Champion in that gimmick, leading that group. But as far as like the World Heavyweight or WWE Champion, it just wouldn't have sat the same because like I just never looked at Steven Richards as they even in that group, and even as hated as they were, he just didn't look the part of being on the level of them. Now, if they could have got somebody else in the main event scene at that time to do that gimmick,
You know who would have been perfect?
who
Chris Jericho.
I was thinking Jericho. I was thinking Jericho.
And I feel like they needed, like I think they did that on purpose. Like they needed one more guy that can lead them. I think having Steven Richards be the guy leading it was them saying we're not making this a main event thing.
Yeah. Because if
Usually,
Jericho was the leader of that group, they got an entirely different dynamic now.
exactly, and like main event groups usually have a tag team guy, like tag team guys, mid card guy. Then they
And
have
a main
the
event guy.
exactly, but instead they only had three guys, and those two weren't even tag teams, and the other dude, I mean, they like it was like all over the place a little bit. You could have made them a tag team if you wanted to, but
Wasn't he like? Was he in like a comedy gimmick at some point?
yeah, he was dressing up as
Steven,
China.
Say that one more
yeah.
time.
He was dressing up as
You're
China.
that stuff is China.
Like he was literally, yeah, he did that. He did some stuff with Jazz. He did some stuff with Victoria where the women used to
He
beat on
was
him.
with he was with the Blue Meanie.
Yeah, BWO
Oh,
did
okay,
that too.
okay.
Like everything
Yeah,
was
that was a
always
thing
happening
too.
his whole career. It's like it's like
Yeah. I'm gonna go thumbs down. I'm taking it back. I'm sorry.
I mean it's like having Santino Marella run a group. It's like what are we
Even
doing?
if they started booking Santino seriously, it's just like
You
you
couldn't take
kind of
it
see
seriously.
the other shit. You can look past that other shit. Like it's like really, dude.
Yeah.
Not only that, it's just he just didn't look that part of that time and frame to be like, all right, yeah, he could realistically be here with them. He
That would have been
didn't fit.
if he was around now in NXT, I would say put the NXT title on right now.
Agreed.
But
Him that gimmick right now in that group right now in NXT, put every belt NXT on everybody in that group
yeah, they would have made some noise over there. But
for
you know,
sure.
They'd make noise right now, especially what they're doing.
yeah. Oh my goodness, you're right. The whole sexy red
Oh my
thing.
god.
Yeah, Sexy Red,
Oh
Jada
yeah,
Parker.
that would have yeah.
Yeah, they just
And
covering
that's what's
everybody
gonna
up.
get the heat. When the moment they try to cover up Lola Vice and Jada Parker, the crowd is going to go into a fucking frenzy.
And imagine imagine now you gotta like picture this, right? Imagine them debuting in WWE in the middle of like Liv Morgan and Dom about to go crazy. And that's when they debut in WWE from NXT. That's heat.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's
crazy.
heat.
Yeah. But that gimmick is actually to be resurfaced a little bit. I kind of like that.
Revisit it. Yeah, that would be fire, especially in today's time. You
Yeah.
get the right people in it, it worked.
But yeah. So it's me, right?
Yeah.
All right, my pick is kind of unconventional. I felt like this dude should have. I feel like he should have won, and I think it would have worked because just off of the stuff he did. Shane McMahon. That's my
Shane
pick.
McMahon.
I feel like a lot of the time, like the one that comes to mind is seeing how Vince McMahon, like I think Vince McMahon won that belt once, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like imagine if like Shane found a way to like cheat somehow, win that belt. And let's say this the scenario I have, and I feel like it would have worked for him. He steals that belt from Kurt Angle. And imagine Kurt Angle doing what he did to him because he stole the belt from him. Like like when he was throwing him through the glass and everything, like that would have been
Yeah.
crazy. So I just felt like Shane McMahon had that. He had those feuds with Kane, all these other things. I just felt like he could get the same heat as his dad. Not exactly the same, but it could have been decent enough where he can like steal a belt. And when he steal that belt, like he'll still put on a way better match than his dad would. And I don't know. I just thought that was like a sleeper pick, especially since he chose Sting. So
Make him a super, super cowardly heel champion. Like the fact that he even won the belt, he put whatever, because he's got to have a faction. Have his entire faction like jump the dude while the ref is knocked down, hit all the finishers, and then just prop Shane up on him.
Exactly. And it's just
Like straight up overkill. And then Shane McMahon has won the WWE Championship. Like they celebrating with him on their shoulders. He's still half dead while they holding him up.
exactly. And it's just it's over.
Honestly, that's what it felt like when he won the were y'all watching when he won the best in the world tournament thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember
something like that.
I don't. And then Shane would definitely be one of the most cockiest champions we've ever seen if he was holding that belt. Remember how he was holding the European belt, like he thought he was like everything. Imagine him holding that one.
Make him the cockiest champion ever. He only needed for one pay-per-view because he's going to lose it right back. Like have him win on like a Raw or a SmackDown, but he's going to lose it the next pay-per-view.
And he has to get his ass like kicked. There's got to be like a revenge type of ass kicking too.
Yeah. Because he been getting the upper hand on whoever he's having this feud with the whole time because he's had all this help because obviously he's play into the whole he's not really a wrestler thing, even though Shane is tough as hell to put in some decent matches. And just when the match finally comes, he gets his ass handed to him.
Exactly. He's willing to do that. So
right.
I thought that would have been a great run for him.
Honestly, that's something I would have wanted to see. I actually wish I could have seen something like that. That'd have been cool to me. With Shane selling and his ability to just unnecessarily take a bunch of damage in a match, that actually would have been cool as hell and dope to see. So thumbs up for me.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go thumbs up.
Yeah, that would have been dope to see.
Yeah,
because he had a faction. They just weren't they weren't shit, but he had a faction back then.
Right.
He had the Main Street Posse, but they weren't shit. But they were. Yeah.
But he also had the corporate ministry too.
Yeah.
He was able to put some people out if he wanted to.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what that would have made that whole thing work really well.
Nah, I like it.
So
he actually would work.
Uh, so this person, somewhat unconventional. I I just always been a fan of his in ring work. I always thought he was great in ring. He's got the look. He he to me prototypical of what you would want in a really good wrestler. The look, can go in the ring. He can talk fairly decent, and his gimmick works, especially for a heel that you want to see get his ass kicked. Kind of surprised this person was never even champion before. John Morrison.
Mm. That's a great pick right there.
Um, yeah, like I feel like especially PG era, he definitely could have been a champion at some point in that time. Uh, Going back to look at wrestling and look at some of the champions they had, that 2010 to 2012, 2013 era, he could at least have the title one time in that whole time period,
We hate to
at
point it
least
out.
once.
We hate to point it out a lot, but Jack Swagger held that belt.
I mean, listen, if Jack Swagger can have that belt in that time period, John Morrison 1,000% could have had that title.
He easily could have won Money in the Bank at some point and just like cashed in like that. That's how this good as nigga was.
Facts. That'd have been perfect for him as champion, winning that title. He could have been on like some like how Maurice was helping Miz keep that Intercontinental title. He didn't have to go on a lengthy run, but what few matches he had as far as him winning, even Money in the Bank. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if anybody has ever cheated to win the Money in the Bank match.
Well, Carmella, if that counts.
I'm sorry, not the Money in the Bank match. The cash in. That's what I meant to say. That was my fault. The cash in. I don't know if anybody's. That would have been cool to me. Like whatever girl he got with him, like because it seemed like they already had a chick with him. I believe it would have been Melina.
He had Melina, yeah.
Have her help him cheat to win his cash in, getting more heat on him as a heel champion. But of course, him being a dick, he's going to celebrate like I did it all on my own, like I had no help. I think he would have made for a really good, like cowardly heel type champion.
Honestly, I think first off, I'm giving it a thumbs up, but I think for one, let me say I hated his finisher. I thought his finisher sucked. I just want to point that out. I thought the athleticism was cool, but the impact was terrible. But other than that, I think he would have been great too. I think he don't even have to cheat. He could have just been the champion. Like I feel like he was just a brunette Dolph Ziggler. So he could have just been the champion. He didn't have to like do.
I mean, yeah, he could have won. I was just saying like to get heat on him, but yeah, he could have won straight up too because, like you said, he was a like you just said, brunette, better version of Dolph Ziggler. That was exactly what he is. So he definitely could have been champion.
I honestly thought he was going to at least get a shot at it when he came back, but like they just had him just doing random stuff with the Miz and it never went like anywhere. And like I only say that man because like Lucha Underground showed you as a world champ what this dude could do.
Right. Yeah, it was definitely legit. What say you, Kudo?
Yeah, he definitely could have had a run. I thought he was going to have a run after they broke up the little tag team and he went on his singles run, him and Melina. I said that'd be the perfect time to do that shit because ain't nobody really champion that's like this big mega star. So you could couple month reign, you know. So yeah, I like Morrison. Yeah.
I think he had a good solid. Again, you would be having to have people like I think people would think when somebody win a championship, they got to be champion for like a year and a half, 2 years. I'm like, bro, this ain't the '80s, and unless it's something special like what Roman had, look, bro, 90 days.
Yeah.
90 to 120 days after that. Let's pack it up. Let's get somebody else in here. Like he'd have been just fine for a 90-day run. Like he beat one or two opponents, then drop the title to the next person you want to maybe really push.
Yep. I think there was a
And that
time.
way,
I think there was a time he was feuding with the Miz. I think, and Miz was champion, and I was like, oh, they could put the title on Morrison if they wanted to, but they didn't. But that would have been a time to do that as well.
yeah. All right, so we got to go to the wheel, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We are going to the wheel. Frank, me and Soul.
Was it Sting, Shane, and Morrison?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go to this wheel.
I seen something earlier that said Dory Funk Jr. was finna have a match in Japan. I didn't know Dory Funk Jr. was still alive,
Mm-hmm.
let alone wrestling. Man, like over 80 years old.
That's crazy.
Soul is on a roll.
That's wild.
Soul is on the roll. Ow. Soul is on the roll.
The theme song between what Soul used to be on this with the wheel on this show with the wheel be perfect would be Mike Jones back then. Back then won't now all on me. That nigga don't miss now. Goodness gracious. All right, Marquez, what's your next pick, brother?
I'm gonna go with DDP.
That's interesting.
I know most
That's
people will be
interesting.
like, this man was up in age by the time he got WWE, but I think he was like 36 or something like that when he got over.
Started at 36.
Man,
He started at 36, brother. He was more like 44.
he won his title at WCW around 36, bro.
Oh snap! So he was like, we say he was like what, 44?
Yeah, he was up there, bro.
He was up there, bro. He started late. He was a definite late bloomer.
Well, wait, what year was that? 01?
When he came to WWE, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, you could did it. You could did it. You could did it during 01. Because it's about the time. That was around the time what Rock and them niggas was on their way out.
Yeah.
Getting close.
Yeah, you could have definitely did it with DDP. At age
Self
44.
high five.
So you also got to remember who had the book in 01.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, before you go any further, look at 2001 main event scene. Just
No leads.
Where DDP was coming from.
alrighty.
Here's the thing, right? I'm definitely giving it a. I don't know. It's funny. I was thinking about picking DDP as well, and I decided to go different because I felt like 45 in 2001 is a lot different than 45 today. And 45 with like the amount of matches and like bumps like they was taking, and like they was going hard back in the day, like really hard, and like. They didn't have all this technology and all this like the way the medicine is today. They didn't have all that. So a DDP 2001 at 45 I'm not doing it. I'm definitely giving him a better spot though. He's
Yeah.
definitely fighting The Rock or something, or fighting these guys. But am I putting the belt on him when Booker T is like hot coming out of WCW too, and he's also not 45? Yeah, I would rather not do that. So I would give it a thumbs down.
Yeah, only honestly, simply because of his, like you said, the difference between Sting being 56 back in 2015 and him being 45 in '01. Even though he was younger, he was older. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Not only that, Sting had a lot less competition at 56 in 2015 than what DDP had to deal with. Like DDP that was still the Attitude Era, so it was just like The Rock was in the midst of the league, but he was still there. Then you still had Austin, Taker, Kurt. Jericho was just now getting hot as far as the main event scene. Triple H, Mankind, like main event scene was still very much loaded.
Yeah, I feel like DDP himself probably would have been like, why are you giving me the belt?
Would you say around the time when DDP won the WCW World Title, the talent that was there at that time compared to where he entered in, like, is it a complete drop off?
I wouldn't say that, but that's a good point though. It's not. I don't think it's a complete drop off. Maybe, because I mean, we talking about some other than like a couple guys. We're talking about some really old dudes at this point.
You could get away with it in WCW because I would have to go back and see. I don't know how long DDP held the title for.
Hold on, you mean complete drop off? What do you mean exactly? Like from what to what now?
In terms of talent, that was like at the top of WCW around that time, and the top of WWE around 01 when he entered in.
Well, I mean, you had
So at the end, so you mean from when he won a title in WCW to when he was in '01? Was it a complete drop off? No, but it was better talent.
in WCW you had Hogan and Goldberg, Sting. Who else was there?
Hogan, Goldberg, Sting, and Nash, and then after that, Booker T. I don't think Booker T. Booker T had won the title, so yeah, you can throw him in there.
Yeah. What else you have in there? You had did Luger win the title?
It wasn't a huge crazy drop off, but there was a drop off because it's just like Rock and Austin is clearing everybody that we just named for WCW. Taker is too, and then it would start to balance itself out once
DDP's
after you
reign
say those
lasted
three.
14 days.
Like I said, yeah. See, like I said, you could get away with it in WCW, putting the title on him for a minute and then taking it off. Like I like DDP. That Diamond Cutter was amazing.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know, the Diamond Cutter got market corrected by Randy Orton a little bit.
Diamond Cutter was definitely got sniped by Orton for sure.
1000%.
Yeah, Randy just was like, "How about I jump and do this?" So, well, you know what?
I'll add a little more pizzazz to it.
So what's yeah?
I'm gonna give a thumbs down, but if he was a little younger, it'd be a thumbs up. It was just his age combined with when he was entering WWE, it's hard to give him a title reign in that because that was a very crowded and convoluted main event scene.
Like
And
if
as over as DDP was in WCW, I don't see him at any point being able to eclipse any of those guys without it hurting the show.
like if you took like to me, if you took DDP from when he won the title in his 30s, like if you kept him in his 30s and you dropped him in like 2002, 2003, when them niggas was gone, you probably could be a champion,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that'd definitely been perfect. Like, oh, really, 03, 04 would have been perfect for DDP if he was in his 30s. That'd have been perfect.
That darn age, man. Darn age.
There's a lot to like. I like this list because there's a lot to consider than just
Yeah,
like a net.
it's
Thumbs down
on.
for you, Kudo.
What's up?
So thumb downs for you as well.
Yeah, it's a thumbs down for me.
Okay. All right, so you.
That's when you
Um,
could.
I'm gonna go Jake the Snake.
Nice.
Interesting. I like it.
Like I didn't. I went back and uh, just watched how he was back then. And I was just like, they didn't want to put the title on this dude. Like this nigga,
Then they brought a live snake and had it bite Macho Man.
motherfucker he had Damien in the tuck. You know what I'm saying?
Got a
The the,
devastating
the, the, the DDT was fucking over back then.
promos on point.
Yeah.
That motherfucker cut some of the best promos. Like watching the Jake the Snake promo, you be like, "Hey, he nuts for real. Don't let him out here."
Yo, he was
I'm not going in the ring with that dude. Keep
like,
him back there.
you look up
And if he
crazy in the
brings the goddamn,
dictionary.
yeah, it's this nigga. Like put him under investigation because he might be a serial murderer. This motherfucker. He
But
has
yeah,
some very convincing.
yeah, man, Jake not having one run, and I guess you gotta put the Hogan factor in there. But damn, man, just get that nigga one run, man. Let him have a little one run with that.
That's a
We
thumbs
had a
up.
snake bite Macho Man. Like, bruh.
Like non-kayfabe bit the shit out of him. nah, Jake. Jake was good in the ring. What's crazy? All these years later, him inventing the DDT, his DDT still looks more devastating than anybody else's.
Yeah, he lays that shit in.
Yeah, like it looked like it's supposed to be a finisher.
All
Uh,
right, it's on you, so
Oh, we all thumbs up that.
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
yeah,
Um. I have somebody in mind, but I think I'm gonna wait on him. Yeah, I'll wait on him. I don't know how that's gonna go over with everybody. I'm gonna go with I forgot dude's name. Oh yeah, well how I forget this name. I'm going with Scott Steiner.
Mm,
And like I will say first off, when we was talking about DDP, I tried my best to not bring up Scott Steiner so it wouldn't be said. So gladly it never was said, so that's good. But I'm going with Scott Steiner. I mean, dude, look at him, man. Like he was primed for the only one title, and that was the top title. I don't care. Like he looked stupid holding any other title to me, and I'm talking
it
about
was
like
never.
the Sirens, Scott Steiner with the Freaks. Like what else? What other belts he holding? I can't see him holding
Holla
it.
if you hear me.
I mean, he stood right next to Triple H, and Triple H looked regular. Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, he was
And this
literally,
was prime roided up Triple H.
yeah, they standing next to each other, literally having a pose off.
Yo, the pose off was hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
He's killing them, and then it's just, you know, I mean, in WCW, he was the world heavyweight champion, and he had his freaks holding his belt while he came out. I mean, come on.
Yeah, he didn't touch the title. He had the hose hold it.
There's nothing else to say.
Not only that, somebody that built like that and looked like that, and yet he invented the Frankensteiner is nuts.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that that's his move is insane.
And I say this all the time, but the fact that he chose that move because his muscles look good on the hard cam is amazing.
Amazing.
I love that. So
The Steiner recliner.
Yeah, shouts out to him and his brother and his offspring. Yeah, the Steiner family lit. Scott Steiner should have been a world champion.
Not them trying to be the white bloodline.
Yo, that's definitely is crazy because you didn't, like I said, we're not talking about like these long ass reigns in here, man. But Steiner definitely could have had a short reign feuding with Triple H, man.
Steiner should have beat Triple H. Really and truly, he should have beat Triple H and been world heavyweight champion right there in that feud.
Steiner could have realistically had like a 4 to 5 month reign.
Yeah, Steiner 100% could have been champion for that long, for sure.
He was over. When everybody was cheering for him. That nigga had Stacy Keibler at one point.
Facts.
Good times.
The aura and like his aura and just his vibe alone, and his overall look alone just looked good with the belt. He didn't have to even have good matches. He just looked great coming out with the belt. Like, oh, this dude looks amazing. You're going to just be invested. And at that time, he don't got to do no Canadian destroyers and jumping off of nothing. We don't need all that.
This goes to all my freaks out there. Big Papa Pump is your hookup. Yeah, that's my nigga. Yeah, thumbs up, man. Thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up for sure.
Yeah, it's a thumb up.
Yeah, that was a good one. So this particular person was ahead of their time.
Oh,
like
no.
if he was booked now, 1,000% want the title on him. His background was in some other shit that now is looked upon with a lot of importance and holds a lot of weight, but back then it was still relatively unknown. So it didn't get the respect that it should have. But I'm going to go with Ken Shamrock.
Mm.
You know what?
I'm gonna go ahead and mark that off my list.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ken Shamrock, to me, definitely could have been in that main event scene as well.
Most dangerous
And
man.
he always most dangerous man on the planet, and he kind of always hovered around that shit anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, because Ken Shamrock was one of the first people to fight in the UFC when the UFC was still like super young. Like I think this motherfucker fought on the first UFC card. That's how early it was in the game. They're on like UFC 300 something now. I think Ken Shamrock fought in like the UFC 1.
Did we get Ken Shamrock and Brock at any point? Or nah?
No.
Nah. But, and he fought when the UFC was like a whole different breed and animal, too. There wasn't no weight classes, nothing. Niggas was just scrapping. So it was definitely a different ball game. But like now, having a UFC background is such a big deal and looked at like that automatically makes whoever's coming to WWE presented in a completely different way and to be like legit dangerous type shit.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been like Ken Shamrock now with that UFC background. They're putting the title on him that week. But even back then, though, he was really good in the ring. He didn't talk much, but he didn't have to. He was just intense as fuck. He had a physique. He had the physique to look like a champion. He looked intimidating. He put on good matches, and he could fuck people up for real. And he had good interest music.
Yeah, nigga definitely was crazy.
Nah, this motherfucker took a chair shot to the face. He told The Rock to hit him in the face with a chair.
I remember that shit. Rock,
The Rock was looking at this thing like, "Are you sure?"
Rock said, "I bet." Smack the fuck.
That whole lot. Fuck! Whole lot.
Yeah, Ken Shamrock. I mean, he appeared during the New Generation, so that alone is like, all right, bro, you could have having Bret Hart, an emerging Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels. I think I guess Diesel's leaving, but you still got Vader. Like you have a really cool, and Undertaker and Mankind is there. You kind of have a really cool little main event slot right there for the New Generation if they would have did that. So yeah, I'll give you a thumbs up.
Michael's holding niggas down again.
Yeah. He actually made the New Generation suck.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels. Hey, the way Shawn said that shit, it was like it was just like real quiet and subtle, but you still heard it. Shawn Michaels.
I need that to be a sound bite, bro. So whenever we blame something, it's all just Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels.
Make sure y'all NXT reviews. Whenever y'all don't like something.
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels. Every time there's been some bullshit happening. Shawn Michaels. Shawn ain't slick though because he be trying to cover his booking decisions with the talent that he signs. We know which type of talent I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He ain't slick. I figured him out. He's like,
Shawn, y'all didn't like Ethan Page winning against Trick? I got these 3 bitches coming.
That's exactly what that was.
Literally and figuratively. All right, on to the next. All right, let's get to that wheel. Frank, Soul, and Kudo. Let's see.
It's just NXT gonna be diva search.
Ain't no search.
Yeah,
Bro, bro, I swear to God, Soul winning this shit again, bro. I'm blaming Shawn Michaels.
that's funny.
Oh Lord. All right, get that up screen, pan over, click that. All right.
Soul again?
Kudo
Hell
got it.
yeah.
Kudo just got it.
I would have been. Well, the nigga definitely deserve to be on the plane.
I'm gonna still blame Shawn
What was
Michaels. All
Kudo's?
right.
What was your pick again, Kudo?
Drake.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Okay, yeah, that's a good pick.
That was my pick for this round too. That was a good pick.
All right.
What number we at?
3, right?
Nah, we had pick number 4.
Damn.
Wow.
I know. This list is different. I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a guy who is never gonna win a world title at all, and that's Shinsuke Nakamura. As much as I want to, like put over how great Shinsuke was in NXT and the aura he had in New Japan and everything and all the above. Like I think they just will never put any title on this man. You know, they had him win the Rumble and everything. I don't think they ever gonna put a world title or anything on this man. And like and I think Shinsuke is very complacent with it and he don't care, which again, that's fine. It's just this man is definitely deserving of a main title. And some will be
Why
like,
is
hey, Shawn Michaels.
Why is it?
Like I listen, since from his jump, from his debut in NXT all the way up to the Rumble, I had all the belief in the world. And then right after that L that he took, I was like, all right, it's about to go downhill from here. And they just never went anywhere with him turning heel. And like even as of recent, when we think, all right, he about to beat Seth and possibly get this belt. Finally, probably gonna get this belt. Then they let him loose twice back to back. And I was like, yeah, it's done. It's done. It's over. He never getting it, bro. It's just never happening.
You know what? Honestly, bro, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up because Shinsuke's presentation from the very beginning, all through NXT, and even when he got to the main roster, had you believing that they're going to make him that guy at some point. Like the motherfucker won the Royal Rumble. Like I think that's kind of understated to the fact. Like no, he won Shinsuke, and it wasn't like a long time ago. Shinsuke Nakamura won the 2018 Royal Rumble. Like that was 6 years ago. It was only 2 years before the pandemic, and they did nothing with him.
This nigga had
I honestly,
2 opportunities to win the title.
Nigga, he had like 3.
I'm counting. Because even if
You count the Rumble, you count the 2 against Seth. He had 3 opportunities.
I ain't gonna look, if Seth wasn't losing that shit to Finn, Seth wasn't losing that title.
They ran it back to back though, Kudo. Like they made it seem like all right, he lost the first time, but he's gonna probably win on the second try. And
Look,
they still let nigga lose.
Once Seth won after them niggas was talking about the back for 7 weeks, you already knew what it was. But I mean, like, if he wasn't gonna beat AJ for the title, y'all had that nigga lose to Jinder, and we love Jinder, but that nigga couldn't even beat Jinder.
Life is crazy, bro. Like it's just oh my, it's like right. This dude, I think he 44 now. Like it's just life is wild to me. This man should definitely already be a WWE Universal or any champion by now. Like it's just wild to me, bro.
I give you that. He should be at least a 1-time champion, if not 2. But hey, man, Shawn Michaels.
it's funny as hell you say Shawn Michaels, and then the person he kept losing to is basically the modern day Shawn Michaels, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins.
Seth freaking.
Yeah,
now the best part of the evaluation. So, what say you?
so sick of it. So sick of that shit. As soon as his name, so okay, bro.
As soon as he said so sick.
So started having them flashbacks to the theme song real quick. I was like, yeah, nah.
That's funny. I'm okay. Okay. I'm trying to be objective.
See, I know you're trying to be objective, but you also got to remember you said Wiza lied, and by saying that, that means that you believed at one point. So which means you know.
Like, so here's the thing: the only reason I'm gonna give it a thumbs up is because what made me believe was the AJ versus Shinsuke match in New Japan. And AJ held that title while that dude was there, and they faced each other while that dude, like in WWE. That could have been something where they could have ran that for like 6 months on SmackDown, and this dude could have had a run. So I'll give you a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Do I want to? That's the real question. But I'm gonna do it.
Oh man. Well, it's on you, Kudo.
Shit. I don't even know who I'm posting. I'm gonna go with MVP.
Nice.
Mhm.
Oh my, all right, boy.
It's almost the same as when I talked about Kennedy, because back then MVP was around there at the same time, he was becoming a star, and that motherfucker had one of the most elaborate entrances coming out of that big ass.
That
Coming out of
nigga came out of that inflatable tunnel like he was a football team and it was just him. He
like
had hella pyro.
hella pyro and fire. Like the nigga had the shades and like 7 chains on,
Had the theme song.
headband. Like this yeah,
A
like
nasal strip like he was a linebacker.
teenage me thought that was the coolest shit in the world and was like, put the title on this dude.
And they put a title on him.
They
They
put
put
two titles on.
they put 2 titles on that motherfucker. But I thought yeah, I mean, it could have, like I said, it could have been a good 3-4 month reign he had with that title, because what he was doing as mid card and tag champion was over. Like him and Matt playing basketball and shit. That shit was fucking hilarious. So and him having that fucking feud with Kane and Undertaker, that's what put it over the top for me. Is like he's hanging with Kane and Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because if you look at even like current MVP who made the Hurt Business, like if you want to make a comparison to the Hurt Business to like Evolution, if he's the Flair in that situation, then he's already won a world title already.
Yeah. If they put that title on him back then when he was at his most over and shit, yeah. He would be the Flair in the Evolution. Bobby is I'm assuming Hunter. And then Shelton is what?
Batista.
Shelton Benjamin would have been
Batista,
Batista.
and then Cedric
Would have been
Randy.
Randy Orton. Yeah. Yeah. So
I'm sorry. What happened?
you can go ahead, so you can go ahead.
Oh yeah. I was gonna give it a thumbs up, and I think when I think about black wrestlers, I'm not even gonna count The Rock, but when I think of black wrestlers, MVP probably has maybe the 4th. He's top 5. He has top 5 best looks as a black wrestler, like in history.
Easily.
To me. And like he had that, he could wrestle. He obviously could do promos. And again, he was in an era where why are we not putting the belt on him? So
Yep.
I'll give it a thumbs up.
And even like personally, I can see him with Big Gold for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Big Gold coming out of the tunnel.
With out the tunnel, and he do that celebration with the pyro in the background. Yeah, bruh. Put Big Gold on MVP. Yeah, so I thumbs up for me.
Yeah, that's a great pick.
Yeah. Get that man practically everything. Talk show, mid card belt, tag team belt, world title sitting right there. Might as well did. Jack Swagger held that belt, man. Come on.
That's hilarious.
It's so you so.
All right. This is a interesting one. And I think it's not gonna happen, but we'll see. I'm going with Montez Ford. I think Montez.
Mm,
I think Montez Ford had. I mean, he has everything, literally everything. The dude,
everything.
it's almost like this is like annoying. This is why I kind of don't like the New Day no more like that. I feel like the New Day kind of ruined stuff for black wrestlers because like every black wrestler now has to find some type of New Day swag to him, and it's just like, dude, that's you don't have to be that. Like if he could just be serious for like if he could just be serious a little bit. Cause he's done it before with Bobby Lashley. Like, oh, this dude looks great. But I don't know. I just think that that's a guy they need to buy into. I mean, we buying into Jay Uso, and I understand Jay Uso's over, but the dude Jay Uso's look so ridiculous to me that Montez Ford should get a chance.
Honestly, I'm definitely thumbs up in that because I'm hoping this actually happens someday. Because he, like you said, he has everything. He has the look. He's great in ring. He's athletic as fuck. He can talk. He can be serious. He can, and he works as a face or a heel
Yep.
Yeah.
He should definitely have had a mid card title by now.
already by now, for sure.
Yeah, Montez is the quintessential partner in the tag team that you already know is going to be like a main eventer, and we're just waiting on the split to happen. Dawkins, I will say though, these past couple years has like drastically shown that he can also go as well, and he probably could be like a nice little mid Carter guy when he separates, and he won't just be like shoved into catering. So yeah, now Montez is world title material. They have to just find a day where they'd be like, all right, this tag team, we're done with you, split separate ways. Send Montez out there and let him just do his thing. Whether he does it with his wife or not, I mean, it doesn't matter because again, he can run as a heel or face.
Yeah, I'm definitely thumbs up. I remember before I was saying something along the lines of like he could almost be like an Eddie Guerrero in the main event scene.
Mm-hmm.
I think he definitely work like that. But yeah, so that's all thumbs up on Montez.
Yep. Thumbs up.
All right. For me, let's see here. I'm going to say moment where they were in the main event scene. It didn't last long, but they showed that they were capable. Didn't win the title, but they got a title shot. They definitely showed they were capable, especially considering in the match they had 90. Their one title match in the main event at a pay per view, they had 95% of the offense. Uh, our truth.
Thought he could slide. Yep.
Uh, our truth was listen when he was in when they pushed him to the main event, he showed he could roll. When pushed to get serious, he showed he could handle it, and he did a good job. Obviously, he can go in the ring. I mean, the motherfucker can still go in the ring even at his age now. He's always that's never been in question. Um, at any point in his career has that ever been in question. Not only that, he's shown his world championship material by being an actual world champion outside of WWE. He's been a multiple time champion, world champion outside of WWE by winning the main title in TNA. So yeah, R-Truth is my pick. I don't think it would have hurt nothing for him beating Cena.
That
I
was
know what they was doing with Cena though going forward, but it would have been cool seeing him beat Cena.
that was literally the perfect time to just put it on, put the title on Truth, because I mean it was at a bullshit pay per view. You could have got away with it, even if it's for a little bit. Like I said, that was just the perfect his that character at that time. Like that shit was just perfect.
Not only
I got
that, not only that, they've shown that they had no qualms of putting on putting the title on somebody for only a couple of days.
Mhm.
Rey Mysterio had the title for an episode of Raw.
Half the episode.
Not even exactly, not even the full fucking episode. Like not even the full fucking show. It's fucking great.
nah,
Yo, imagine going into
Truth
work
Booker
that
was
day and hearing that.
yeah. It
Hey, you're winning the title today. Oh,
Hey,
by the way, you're also losing the title today.
you over here winning a title and celebrating with your boys, and seeing it just come up and talk about fun match. Now you facing me.
That's crazy. Fine match. That's crazy.
fine match
Fine.
is insane, bro. It's insane.
When he turned his back, you should have hit him with a chair. Benoit style.
Yeah. Rey Mysterio just drops his shoulders. Like, damn.
Yeah, nah,
You
I'm gonna
start
give it a
hearing
thumbs up.
Now here's the thing. I didn't see any of this.
Mm.
So in my mind, all I see is this dude getting rowdy with Road Dogg and him with little.
not K Quick, bro. Don't do me like that now. Come on.
That motherfucker said he didn't see R-Truth. He saw K Quick. That's hilarious.
That's
Yeah, I just
fucking
seen.
insane.
Yeah, I seen that, and next time I saw him, he was Little Jimmy. He was something like that, and like, oh no, man, I don't know. I mean, if I have to be honest, I'm giving it a thumbs down, but I do believe y'all. That's the funny thing. I believe that this happened.
Like
But
my
I
guy
just
took a cigarette and smoked it in the arena, and then blew
That nigga
smoke
smoked a cigarette on TV and blew the smoke in a child's face.
and blew it on John Morrison so he can catch secondhand smoke.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, see,
again, I'd like to point out again to people again. Around this time, Jack Swagger won the world.
Facts.
now here's the other thing though. If R-Truth did win, I feel like we'll be saying hey, around this time, R-Truth won the world title. Maybe I'm
No,
wrong, but
Nah,
I
it's
don't
not
know.
it's not the same.
around this time, I would have said it's crazy. They got R-Truth acting dumb when this nigga held the world title and was fired. But then again, he'd be hilarious, and his hilarious stuff that he's been doing has been great. It's just you when he was like playing around with the Judgment Day as a recent, I was like, yo, it'd be crazy if they like we all loving Truth and everything, and this man just like flipped the switch and actually took control since Judgment Day is just being ran by idiots at this point. Like if he just flipped the switch and went heel and stopped acting stupid around him, it was like and went serious for a minute. Like I think it would work, bro.
He got their merch sales up.
Exactly.
Yep.
Like heel Truth flipping the switch and taking out his belt and smacking these niggas upside the head. Yeah, I'm with it.
Taking out his belt is crazy. You know, I'd give it a thumbs up. He used to smack people with water bottles. I remember seeing that.
This is true.
Wait, didn't he? Wait. Didn't he get arrested in a Hell in a Cell match?
Yes, he did. Him and the Miz.
I don't even know why, but you know what? I'll take it. Screw it. Thumbs up.
You went for a hot tag in the Royal Rumble. All right, let's go to this wheel.
That's hilarious. And they did it too.
And it really worked.
It
I was going
did.
to say it, and then he did it, and it worked.
It worked.
Do we pick all black people who should win?
All right, bro. See,
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't even know who Soul picked, bro.
Montez Ford.
Mm.
Back then, didn't want me. Now I'm hot. Y'all on me.
now the wheel love soul. That's crazy as hell.
What number we at?
Crazy.
What number we at? It's the most hilarious thing ever. We had number 3, man. We had number 3.
Wait, how we at 3? Shouldn't it be at 2? Wasn't 4 Shinsuke and everybody, and then 3rd was Montez? Am I
The hell
wrong?
did you just say, bro?
Wasn't 4?
So who have we picked? So who have we picked so far to be on the list?
I could have sworn we had 2.
We picked Shane McMahon, Jake the Snake, and Montez Ford.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
let's get to.
Wait.
What?
We done 6. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
You gotta remember, it seems like we're going by quicker, but we're not. We're actually, because we have to describe everything.
No, but I forgot. I thought we was doing top 10, not 12.
Yeah.
So okay. I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah, that's why. That's why I'm thinking like what we talking about. I got you. All right.
Number 3, Velveteen Dream.
Interesting.
Velveteen Dream, top to bottom, had every single thing imaginable. He was told on Tough Enough when he got eliminated, Chris Jericho told this man, you were going to make it in this business. And he did. And this man, I mean, well, I know. He kind of made it, sort of. Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels. Crazy work.
Oh, snap.
Crazy.
Chris Jericho, you're right. There's Shawn Michaels. Oh, man. Shawn Michaels. That's tough. I hate this, man. But yeah, like Velveteen Dream, Brad. This man.
Hey, yo, Shawn Michaels. That's crazy.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels.
The old Shawn. The real Shawn Michaels.
Oh my god.
The heartbreak kid indeed. Let's go.
Yeah, my guy Velveteen, man. He North American champion. He probably has top 5 takeover matches all time with like Ciampa and Aleister Black. Like he just the man just was destined for greatness. Unfortunately, some things happened and he's now out of the company. For now, I do still I'm holding out hope that he can come back at some point. But for right now, he's still the biggest what if story and what he could have been. And I believe truly he would have been a world champion in this company.
Yeah.
He was definitely on pace to really be huge in the company at some point in time. But being really popular don't necessarily always translate to being the main champion. I feel like he would have been great as a mid card champion on the main roster. I don't know if he ever would have been main event. Like he'd have been awesome as a main event champion. Like I could definitely see him being intercontinental or US champion and having some good runs with those, multiple runs with those belts. Maybe a tag title or two. I don't know if he ever would have been in the main event scene though. Maybe as a like due to his character work and his heel work, he was I think he could have been enough of an antagonist to probably be at the upper mid card and kind of like jump in and out of the main event scene, but I don't think he ever would have won a title. So I'm gonna have to vote thumbs down. It'd just be nice to see him get back in the wrestling. Period. Honestly, at this point, though.
Yeah. I think okay, so for me, it was weird seeing Seth Rollins holding the main title with this gimmick he has. And like Seth Rollins is like, I mean, well, Velveteen is kind of like a lesser version of Seth Rollins a little bit. And like, I know at the time when he was wrestling, Seth wasn't even doing this stuff, right?
Nah, he was whatchamacallit,
Messiah or
corporate
something.
version.
Oh,
Corporate
okay,
version.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what's interesting about that? During that time, if he's flushed out, I would give it a thumbs up during that time. But he wasn't even all the way there yet. He was still trying to get to a certain point. And like by the time he would have got there, I don't even know if he would have been able to even get a shot at that point. But you know what? Nah, actually, I'm gonna give it a thumbs down. And the only reason why I'm giving it a thumbs down is because he felt more like an attraction who didn't really need a belt. But then again, no, because it's like he didn't have to win matches or anything. Like he
didn't. And if most people don't remember this, but like his first takeover match, if I remember correctly, was against Cassius Ohno, and I think he lost that match at takeover. And for me, I was like, oh, this guy, they put him over, but then he lost randomly at takeover. But like he lost, but it didn't feel like a loss. And even with Aleister Black, when he fought him and he lost, like it didn't like he won, he got what he wanted for Aleister Black to say his name, but it's like he lost, but it didn't really feel like a loss. It felt like something else, like he was growing in losses. It was weird. It was like a weird thing. The dude,
he was like,
That was
this
the
is going to be a crazy comparison. He was like Mankind in the Attitude Era. Not in the sense of getting his ass kicked, but Mankind's entire Attitude Era run is enhancing talent to the main event. Once you went through him and had a storyline with him, you was on. And that's pretty much what he did for the most part. That's probably a bad example, but he just didn't seem like he needed it. So it's hard for me to even pick right now.
Yeah. And see, Mankind being that type of person to elevate people to the main event is why they eventually rewarded him with the world title too, though. Because so many people was making their careers by going through him to get to the main event picture and be the guy. He was kind of like
and with
being
that, now go ahead.
it was kind of like getting made into a made man, and the person who did it wasn't a made man themselves.
Right. I feel like with that, I feel like he could only have done that in NXT. So I'm almost making the case for him being NXT champion than WWE
main event champion. Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give it. I really don't want to. I really like him. But I had to give it a thumbs down.
I don't want to give it. I'm a huge Velveteen Dream fan, and I'm gonna tell you what I look at too. Who's booking this show?
Well,
Hey,
Because
you know
I'm like,
what? So by
in his
going,
era, Vince ain't never putting that title on him, but Triple H definitely might.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I'm looking at it too. Because it's like him with Vince never happened. Triple H might actually put the title on. It becomes more of a this is a strong chance now compared to with Vince. It's just like yeah, enjoy that mid card, keep tap dancing, and yeah, just let that teacup control you, brother.
Yo, can I give a thumbs in the middle, bro? I mean,
I
yeah,
feel like that would be the best vote for him. The thumb in the middle.
yeah, because it's all a matter of of booking. Like, are you bringing Velveteen Dream up now in the present day, or are you bringing him up when he was, you know, his most white hottest on the company in like 2014 or whatever?
it was like 2017, 2018
27.
era. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's like because
probably
again,
could have got away with it.
it's a weird thing because if you look at it from where his standpoint ended, and this was going into COVID. So going into
Mhm.
COVID, right after I can't remember who the hell had the North American Championship at this time, but he was going after Adam Cole and trying to be NXT champion, and his last match might have been that street fight that they had, I think, at a pay-per-view or something, or I can't remember. But he didn't get to win the NXT title. So if I'm going from the standpoint of just let's just say he left NXT and went to the main roster around that COVID era. Like if you look at the landscape at the time, this is around time I think Lashley had won the Lashley won the title, I think.
Lashley and McIntyre.
And
Lashley,
Was
McIntyre,
Biggie
Brock.
next year? Biggie was next year, right?
Biggie was
2021.
2021.
2021. Okay, so yeah, so around that landscape before then was like, as you said, Drew, Bobby Lashley, Brock. Was Braun? Did Braun win it? Braun might have won it too. This was a nasty time. It was weird stuff going on. But
The Fiend.
the Fiend, yeah. So even if you did slowly take your time and went along with it, I mean, because again, you wouldn't be shot up immediately, but like if you took your time with everything that was going on, and you eventually go to 2021, where I mean, hey, black champions were again booked to be champions around this time. Shooting back-to-back years.
2019 and 2020 was the year of the black champion. So yeah.
And 2021, Big E. So yeah, it's like yeah, back-to-back years of black champions getting picked.
You probably could have got it. Yeah, you probably could have got away with it back then. Fuck, I like Velveteen too. Shit. I'm gonna go
It's
thumbs up.
definitely
Yeah, I'm gonna go thumbs up because it honestly matters. The booking honestly, who has the book matters.
Shawn Michaels. I mean, Vince.
nah. Vince the one booking. That's the one against him. Even though that was the year, it's just like
It's
wait a
crazy.
damn.
For years, I've always stated, I'm like, the moment Velveteen goes to the main roster, Vince gonna turn this guy into a maximum male model or something, or do something random with him. And I'm at the point now where I would have loved to have seen what the hell Vince would have did with him. Fun fact, I think around this time in NXT, I think he was going to end up being in a tag team. Weirdly enough, I don't know what kind of storyline they were trying to do, but I think they were going to put him with a tag team with Dexter Lumis.
Who?
Velveteen.
Velveteen Dream.
Because they had a weird. It was a
It's
weird
some-
segment. It was a weird segment of Dexter Loomis apparently because he could draw. So he drew a picture of him and Velveteen together with tag team belts and like slid it into his, I guess, whatever room that Velveteen had or whatever. And like I don't know if they were like teasing like they wanted to put him in a tag team with them at some point.
That shit would have been hilarious.
That would have been fire. I would have enjoyed watching them.
Yeah, that seemed like that would have been a cool ass tag team, actually.
Loomis and Dream doing the crawl. Oh, that'd be crazy. Hold on.
Loomis was in the middle of the ramp while he do his thing, just staring at him.
Yeah.
That'd have been crazy. Nah, I'm saying they'd have been over.
Yeah.
They'd have been over, bruh. Kudo, who you got, brother?
Good about to say ho lun.
Yeet. I'm gonna let me. This nigga might not ever win the fucking title. Let me go Jay. Because I don't think that. Yeah, I'm gonna go Jay Uso, man. Because
You think they're never gonna do it?
that nigga should have been about a 3-time champion by now. I don't know if they're ever gonna do it.
If there was ever a time for Jay to win that title, is when that motherfucker when they had the what was it, the
Tribal Combat.
Tribal Combat
Mm-hmm.
at SummerSlam last year. He should have won that match.
Yep.
Jay was at his peak, like of popularity and belief that he could possibly beat Roman. That was the time to pull the trigger. They definitely should have pulled the trigger right there.
Yeah.
But somehow he's managed to still be just as over, if not more so today. So it's like, damn, are y'all gonna pull the trigger or not? It's like, are y'all trying to wait till the excitement for him dies down to then pull the trigger? That's stupid.
They're gonna be eating
Like,
all up to the point to where them niggas just stop eating, and it's
they're gonna
unfortunate
like,
because
give him the title now.
This man Jay literally is probably one of the most over niggas in this company. Like, it's astronomical how they've just done absolutely nothing with it. Like, I don't get it. I'm not sure why, like, at all.
Yeah, I'm kind of lost for words too. Like, what are y'all doing?
He had a chance to beat Roman, they didn't take it. Nigga had a chance.
Jay should have finished the story.
Had a chance to beat Seth. Them niggas didn't do it, even though Seth was getting hurt. Like, what are we doing here?
Right. Yeah, they definitely
WWE has a habit of waiting until after somebody's white hot. Then be like, oh, let's put the title on him. Like, no, he's not that hot no more.
I don't know why
had a
they
chance
doing
to give him the briefcase, gave it to Drew, and had him wasted.
Same night. Oh, that shit just made me mad. I hate this got brought up. Oh my god, that shit made me so mad, bro. Like, what are we doing here? Oh boy.
Yep.
But yeah,
I have faith in Jay. You should definitely be a world champion by now. He's not, but hey, I hope that he does. But as of right now, you got my vote.
Yeah, he got
so what say you? Yeah, this is unanimous. They got to pull that trigger, brother. They got to pull the trigger. So who you picking this round, brother?
Rick Rude.
That's a good pick.
That's a clean pick.
I mean, Rick Rude. I mean, we talking about golden era. As long as you looked the part, you had the belt.
And boy, did he look the part. Rick Rude probably looked the part better than I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, he just had everything. I mean, there's nothing much to say. Rick Rude had
Yeah,
everything.
that ass. Rick Rude probably looked the part better than any professional wrestler that's ever been. If
I mean, come
nobody
on.
else has ever looked the part of I'm the world champion in professional wrestling, it's Rick Rude.
That nigga was putting
Bro,
your girl on his trunks, nigga.
imagine him taking off the robe and the championship is just right there. Like, what are we even talking about?
Crazy,
Like,
crazy amounts
yeah.
of aura.
I mean, they gave the belt to Yokozuna at one point. Not saying he wasn't good, but I mean, why not the guy that's in shape? I don't know. What do I know?
Facts. I mean, Rick Rude give off aura like hockey. I know so understand that reference, but Marquez and Kudo do
He
like that
definitely had
nigga.
conquered hockey.
He got conquerors hockey for sure.
Yeah.
A high level of it too. Like he put niggas to sleep if you ain't built like that. Rick Rude was that guy, so definitely thumbs up for me.
Yeah,
And he can talk.
that's a thumbs up, man.
Thumbs up. I think Velveteen Dream even took some of the inspiration from him. I mean, we all know that already. So
This person is kind of a flyer.
like a flyer or like just like a
It's a flyer, kind of like random, but
okay.
I don't know about. I seen something on I think it was Instagram, like one of them old wrestling clips of him the other day, and I was just like, bro was actually really nice back in the day, and he was more over as a heel in multiple companies. I think people really give him credit for, and he even had a stable at one point, and he was. They just had a cool ass gimmick, and he probably could have been world champion in multiple companies. In all honesty, uh, he wasn't one though. Raven. Raven and Raven's flock, like Raven had runs in all three companies. He had a run in ECW, WCW, and WWE. Then he had the flock with him. Like they had a nice little run, especially him. Like he could be a face or a heel. The only thing with him though is again time period, because he was always in the same time period of when wrestling was at its peak and it had the biggest of superstars. But I think he could have managed a little. Like I said, you don't have to be no long term run. He could have got like a quick little, again, little 30, 60-day run as a heel champion. He ain't got to be there long. Work good. He talks good. As a heel, he had a faction with him, so he had ways to get over as a heel, get heel heat. So yeah, that's my pick. Took a flyer on Raven.
there was a version of Raven in the games that had like a skirt, and it made me angry. I'm like, who the hell is this nigga in a skirt? And eventually, when I did my research on Raven around that time, I was like, oh, this dude's kind of cool. He kind of got a little edge to him. Kind of reminded me a smidget of what I think if like Jeff Hardy had any more like build to his figure, like he could be like a gothic version of like Raven without all the with all the colorfulness in the hair. Um, but I think we're wait, where did Frank go?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yo, Frank got hamped up. That's crazy. Raven got this nigga up out of here. Oh, there he is. All right.
My fault.
No, you good. You good. Thumbs up for me. I thought honestly Raven was like a version of Jeff that didn't have all the colorfulness in the hair and the flashing lights. Um, like a dark Jeff Hardy, if you will. Um, but yeah, I I mess with it. I mean, I think he could have, as you said, he was in a weird time period of everybody would overshadow what he would be doing. So if he was like moved around to a different time period, like he would have, yeah, definitely would have been. He also had great theme music.
He did.
I'm gonna go thumbs up. I always liked Raven and uh, Raven's flock. Like anytime I would like watch wrestling and they'd be on, you just the camera would just like pan to them niggas in the crowd, just all sitting down in the front row, just chilling.
Chilling, yep.
And I'm just like, yo, these niggas look kind of. And then this kid me, I'm just like, yo, these niggas look kind of scary, bro. You don't want to fuck with these niggas. These niggas look like they just don't care. Like they got knives on them already. Like, yeah, man. Raven was dope, man. I liked Raven. I didn't really watch much of him in ECW, but a little bit of WCW and WWE. I was like, yeah, I fuck with it. Definitely would have been
Uh,
cool to have a run.
I would well, okay. I'm gonna go. I may have to go thumbs down, and the only reason why is because Raven was a guy who his entire identity was ECW to me, and I just feel like his identity doesn't fit in WWE. I feel like, I mean, it fit, but it didn't fit like how it did in ECW. He looked like he belonged there. His whole vibe, the waiver flock, everything just looked it belonged there to me. And like going to WWE again, like Marquez was saying with Jeff Hardy, without all the colorful hair and the lights and all that stuff. It's like, yeah, because that's WWE's branding. So like he was never going to be Raven unless he went to ECW, you know. So for me, I would give it a thumbs down because he just was too his persona and everything about him was too ECW for me to believe he could have been a world champion in WWE.
Raven was if Kurt Cobain was a wrestler.
I thought you were gonna say something else, but you're all right. You're all right.
Yeah, like Raven and Raven's flock. It was literally like if Nirvana was like on side quest was being professional wrestlers. That's it.
Yeah, and WWE they was trying to act like ECW, but with a high ass budget, and like that just don't Raven don't look right with when the lights are bright like that to me.
I kind of get it, and that was his. I know what you're saying because his whole aesthetic was uh
Underground as
grunge.
hell. Yeah,
Yeah, it was the grunge. It was the grunge rock scene, and would it been in the '90s? That's when grunge rock was invented and at its peak. Was in those Seattle grunge bands that was gaining popularity like Soundgarden, Nirvana. I can't think of some other names right now. I want Audio Slave. I think is one of them. It was a bunch of bands that was getting that was growing in popularity at that time. And he was part of that sound and movement. So yeah, yeah, I get it. So who won this one? Or do we got to
won.
go to the wheel?
Oh my bad. So it's gonna be a wheel between Soul and Kudo.
Shit, I lost.
That's crazy that we do that now. Since Soul sold his soul to the wheel.
That's crazy.
Shawn Michaels.
Soul out here going on a LeBron East run with his wheel, bro.
Nah, he going on a Shawn Michaels in the new era.
Me over,
So
Soul. Put me over, Soul. Yeah.
There you go.
Soul put me
there
over
you
some
go. There you go, Brett.
So
That's crazy.
All
Soul
right,
put me over
Jay
for one paper.
Uso.
He put me over for one pay-per-view before he take it back.
I love my smile. That's all.
All right. We're now down to our final two picks. Dear God.
Jesus.
I know. I'll make it simple. Give me Aleister Black. Yeah, they had my guy come up to the main roster and had him just want people to pull up on him and ask for smoke and knock on his door, and that's it. And then they had like a weird thing where he was like tagging with Ricochet. It was like a whole weird thing. Then they changed his entrance thing to where like it sounded like he was going up a drawbridge to get up. Vince was just in his bag with just changing a lot of things and doing random stuff. And if you just look at the core of what Aleister Black was doing in NXT, it just screamed this nigga was a champion immediately. I fully believe Aleister Black should have been a WWE or world champion at some point. And even during the COVID era, like his random feud that he had with Seth, where Seth was out here poking out eyes and stabbing them, and like I'm like, yo, Aleister and Seth about to go on a tear, and we didn't even get to really even see much of that because so shortly after, I think, yeah, what was he released or he left? I can't remember which one it was, but like it's crazy because Aleister Black could have been a champion, bro.
He definitely got released.
Oh, yeah, released. Oh, yeah. See, yeah, this is during when Vince was trying to save money for his
In the middle of a feud he was about to do with Big E, that nigga got released.
Vince released him so he can get some excursion money going. It's crazy, bro. Wild times.
Vince is exactly where he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fucked up Aleister, bro. I remember hearing that creaking sound in his music, and I said, "All right, I'm out, bro."
Nigga was just wild, bro.
Every time I'll be like, what was the reason I stopped watching wrestling for a long time? The second time, it'd be shit like this y'all be saying, and I'm like, okay, it was the reason I dipped off.
Drawbridge with Aleister. Ricochet sound with Ricochet's music.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, why?
What was he supposed to do with that? You'd have been better just putting a mask on this nigga, bro. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's absurd.
Yeah, I'm going thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up. I mean, Aleister Black had it all. The look, the entrance music. He had cool ass finisher. He was great in the ring. He could talk. He literally everything you would want in a pro wrestler.
I mean,
Especially
we currently
somebody
have
like
Puerto Rican Aleister Black right now. So
great fucking point. So we got Boricua Black right now. So yeah, you're right. That's crazy,
bro.
Yeah, thumbs up for me.
Thumbs up.
So you cool.
We at number. This is 2, right?
Yeah.
Um, This is gonna shit. This is gonna be a yeah. I'm gonna go Wade Barrett, and I say that because I thought that he could have had a small run right in the middle of him doing the Nexus, because the group was over and they were just fucking shit up every week. And then like he had that whole feud with Orton and Cena, and he eventually got Cena to join the Nexus, and they never put the title on this dude. And I thought he could have had like a quick little run with that title, and then drop it back to either Orton or drop it to Cena because they were feuding. Like it just, to me, it made perfect sense because like we hadn't seen anything like the Nexus in a minute, and it was like he was gaining all this traction. And this is like when NXT was first starting, so you want to make that shit look good. Like I thought he could have had a little run with that title.
I'm gonna say thumbs up only because I'm not even giving credit to Nexus Wade Barrett because all Nexus Wade Barrett had was you're either next us or against us. That's all he had. He ain't had nothing else. We mentioned this before that he was in the same faction with Brian, Darren Young, Ryback, and them other niggas, and none of them niggas really stood out really. Like Wade Barrett just happened to be taller than everybody and have a like English accent. But that was kind of it. What really made me believe he could be a champion was when he grew a beard and he became King Barrett and was out here killing niggas with that elbow that he was doing, and he was like IC champion, all that. Yeah, nah. I was like, that dude could be a world champ. That dude right there. Bad News Barrett, King Barrett, yeah, that's the world champion right there. Nexus Barrett, nah. Nah, I ain't really see it, but that dude was.
Man, these dudes ain't have nobody on the roster. They could have gave him the belt. They main evented SummerSlam. Yeah, give him the belt. Thumbs up.
In fact, the main event is SummerSlam, and you put all those people against them. That was a perfect time to put them over, and especially make Barrett matter. What they should have did is to really put Barrett over. They should have had him get down to the last one and then eliminate the last three people by himself on some Dolph Ziggler, but from a heel standpoint. I think that would have did numbers for Wade Barrett. They would have had to put the world title on him at that point. So yeah, give me a thumbs up too. I guess that's three thumbs up for Wade Barrett. It's on you, so it's on you next, so
Okay. I guess I could save that other guy for the last round. Because you know what? I'm gonna do this, and I'm not even being funny. I'm going with Owen Hart, and I feel like when he broke Stone Cold neck, he could have got a run. When he had the 0-3-16 since I just broke your neck, that could have been a run right there.
great run.
That could have been a run right there. I think that would have been a great spot. And then I mean, if his brother can hold the belt, that was his brother, right? When his brother can hold the belt, like why not? Like you have an easy feud between them two, brother versus brother. He can get the belt. So I'm going with Owen Hart.
It's thumbs up. I ain't got to get into it. It's thumbs up. Owen was the better brother anyway. Let's keep it all the way funky. He talked better. He was just as good, if not better, than Brett in the ring. He had more charisma. He was more likable. He was better as a heel than Brett. He was overall better than Brett. Not to mention, unfortunately, due to his death, but the whole rumor thing with he was supposed to be the game. Well, that was supposed to be his gimmick that Triple H ended up with.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that I've been hearing that rumor for years upon years. That gimmick was originally intended for him after the whole, unfortunately, the thing that resulted in his death. After that gimmick, he was supposed to like leave for a while, come back, and that would be his new gimmick.
That's
And
And
I
it's
can
crazy.
hear Owen Hart saying I'm the game and I'm that damn
I can.
good. I can
I'm
literally hear.
that damn good. I could see him in that fucking gimmick, in the
Wow,
fucking cutoff with the jacket and shit. He'd have killed that shit.
that is crazy. That whole that catchphrase Triple H has just sounds completely different now.
Yep.
It's it's just like when he used to say, what was the thing he used to say? Like I forgot. What used to have a saying he used to say, and it sound the cadence is just as similar as that one. Well, when he's like, "I am a winner," like that thing he used to do. That shit. Like it's basically, "I am the game. I am a winner." It's the same thing.
Hmm.
I'm tired of this nice guy. All that shit. So yeah. Damn, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So thumbs up for me on Owen Hart for sure.
yes.
Yeah, thumbs up. If you funny enough, if you look at Owen Hart in the face, he kind of look like Triple H when he like shaves and he has like a clean shaven face. Like this gimmick
They
could have
they
this
definitely kind of resemble.
this gimmick
He give him
this gimmick could have worked.
Cause you see Owen with that slick back hair with the just imagine Owen Hart in the shit the exact outfit Triple H had on when he came back from injury.
Mhm.
Yeah, it would have worked had he not
That
fallen.
yeah, that's Owen Hart, bro.
You know what's
Yeah,
crazy? Owen Hart also used to like rib the shit out of everybody. And one of them in particular, I didn't even know. I learned this on a podcast. He when Shawn Michaels did the whole I lost my smile thing and he had the knee injury,
hmm
that same night, uh that same night Owen Hart had a tag match with British Bulldog and he did a he act like he literally had like he did a knee injury storyline just for that night and they never revisited the next week. He literally just did it to make fun of Shawn Michaels for his knee and like not putting his brother over. So like the
that's hilarious.
dude was crazy. But yeah.
Yeah, I've heard people say that about him. He was real funny. He used to do shit like that. It's like part. I think it was Taker that said it was like his main thing was like literally just being a younger brother. You would think like that once you get to that age, it stops. But as somebody with a younger brother, my young brother's 34 and got 3 kids, and he's still just as annoying as he was when we were children. And you just said how like, Owen would be backstage just fucking with Brett all day. He's like they'd get in the fights and shit because he'd be fucking with Brett like a typical younger brother would. I thought that was fucking hilarious. I was like, it never stops, bro. It never stops. No matter how old you get, what profession you have, still being annoying. Nah, but Brett would have killed it as the world champion. So he definitely got my vote. For me, uh, so another flyer I'm taking. Yeah, this it's thin at this point. Uh, I feel like this person never got to like just do, but fuck it, we because that family is getting pushed to the moon now. But this is one of the forefathers, and everybody is legitimately scared of this motherfucker. So I feel like they should have relied on that in stories and shit like that. Ming or Haku.
Ah, wow.
Definitely put my ones up on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like you talking about acknowledging a tribal chief, that nigga the real tribal chief. Like as much as it is respected as certain wrestlers is backstage, I don't think I've ever heard any wrestler more respected throughout the wrestling world as Haku slash Mangiz. Like even wrestlers you hear about being tough guys and hard asses are they talk in reverence of this dude. So it's just like if he was like that, definitely should have put the title on this motherfucker. He got that kind of respect, and then the motherfucker was just flat out good in the ring.
Yeah,
He had all the strength to do it, agility. He was like motherfucker was like a strong ass Tajiri.
1000% thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go thumbs up.
Thumbs up for Haku for your boy.
Or even just, ones up.
Oh yeah, you know what?
Not one, but yeah, you got to acknowledge him. Yeah. Do all of them go on the wheel this time?
Yeah,
Yes,
I think
sir.
so.
We are all on the wheel.
Yeah.
Just a game of chance here at this point. All right, let's cut this screen off. Sexy Red being at DreamCon is nasty.
She at DreamCon? I think everybody
Yeah.
at DreamCon this week. I ain't never been there.
Hey, you want to go Sunday?
I ain't got the funds for it.
I'll pay for your ticket.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Wow, that was crazy.
By a smidget. That's nuts. All right, we have now reached the final pick.
I'm coming in last on this one. I don't think I got no picks on this list.
We have now reached the final pick, y'all. Jesus.
But I like it though. I like the conversations being had.
Yeah. And I'm gonna end it all plain and simple again because we got a lot of things to do here. So we're gonna make it simple for y'all. Keith Lee, my brother's Keith Lee. Easily could have been a world champion or WWE champion in this company. Just off his interactions with Roman, his booking with Brock, his booking in NXT, his booking with just everything all together, bro. This like he had it all. And Vince was just like, I'm gonna just change everything about you. And it just was not working. Like you could have just left him the way he was. And you could have just let him the way he was and let him rock. And you have a bona fide star already right there. But you chose to change everything up. And now I don't even know where that nigga at right now. That nigga just in limbo. So yeah. Keith Lee, man. If he goes down as another what if.
This man Vince said, I'm gonna change your name to Bearcat.
Yeah.
That's gonna get you over.
I'm gonna send you to the PC.
And I think he's trying to get his health right because he had some health scares. So.
Everything they said Vince did, he did that shit. Put him under the jail.
Yo, Vince's war crimes for this company will not go unseen.
No, they will not. No, they will not. Listen, man, look. All this talent. This man was out here saying, I'm killing everybody you send up here. Every last one of them. Nobody eats when it comes to the main roster. None of them.
That man made Cena a 16-time champion and niggas couldn't even get one.
Not one, bro. Not one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go thumbs down. I just never saw it. I saw him as a good wrestler, but I just never saw it. Y'all, and that's not me just saying that. We've had conversations about this guy before, and I just never saw him as
No, you
like.
just saying that. I'm sick of you, nigga. Okay, now because you go ahead.
But nah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I couldn't, and I don't know why. It was I don't know. It was something about that dude. I just was always like, he's cool. That was as far as it went for me. And I know that's a very unpopular opinion, but it was just that dude. Just I don't know why I couldn't get with it. I don't know why.
Very
I saw him.
understandable.
I saw him as a potential main event talent. I don't know if they would have put the title on him because he had.
Well, you don't want to go with what they would have did as well. You want to go with should he have been a main champion?
And
Like if
that's what and that's what I'm trying to because if you give me a healthy Keith Lee and you put him in like the time period where he was on, the main roster, you had Seth and Roman and Rock was there. You had,
AJ,
And he's throwing down
hey,
with every last one of them names you just said.
but he also not them either.
yeah, you
Hey,
had
well, guess what?
AJ,
Hey,
Lashley, Drew, and
he was as over as them. I'll tell you that right now.
Where Frank is gone again.
That's crazy, man. Getting slapped up. But nah, he was as over as these individuals, and they showed it to you when he was in the Rumble, when he was at Survivor Series. Like it's like he was one of them dudes, bro.
I'm
Damn.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna
go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go thumbs up just because I think they could have possibly gave him a run.
Um, I mean, based off the way they was positioning Keith Lee and presenting him, they was showing that they was looking to put him in the main event. But I guess other things changed. I mean, I guess something changed the plans because it was just like you had this nigga appear to be equal to Roman and Brock. I mean, there's no other way to present somebody as being on a high level within WWE than having them appear to be on the same level as Roman and Brock. We know both of those dudes were Vince's wet dreams walking, so
Mhm.
it's hard not to see Keith Lee possibly being a champion if he's presented like a threat to them. So I have to go thumbs up. Only knock against Keith Lee to me is just like he's kind of corny.
That's kind of where I'm at with it. He's too big not to be this killer ass dude. Like
Yeah, he
us.
was he was too happy go lucky jolly green giant type dude, and I wanted him to be way more aggressive and like Keith Lee should have been more like Obafemi when he was in WWE.
Yeah, I mean,
Obafemi currently is what he should have been.
yeah.
But I'm gonna still give him a thumbs up though, just because of off his initial presentation and how they was making him look. It was just like, okay, y'all obviously have some plans for this dude that they just didn't carry through. So yeah, I'm gonna go thumbs up.
So that's two thumbs up for him.
Uh, it's on you, Kudo.
Okay. Um. Yeah, I don't even know all the names we've been saying through these goddamn gimmicks
I
here.
remember, I remember the conversations we had. So if you say one, I'm sure we'll know.
And plus, I got the list next to me, so you could just when you
I'm
see
gonna
the name.
go. I'm gonna go Ricky Steamboat.
Mm,
Like to me, he is the
the dragon.
quintessential like best babyface,
Original Dragon.
best babyface ever to me. Like I, I, I believe that him versus Savage could have been for the title.
1,000%. 1,000%.
Like, yeah, yeah. Like it's crazy that he didn't have a run, and like yeah, like he's damn near. I'm not gonna say he's on par with Hogan, but they damn near like right there, bro. Because he was like everybody loved Ricky.
Everybody loved Ricky. Everybody loved Ricky. And that motherfucker could go.
Yeah,
Ricky had a match in his, 50s or 60s? And he
yeah,
still looked great.
yeah.
Like, he
He had that
still
match
did.
at Mania
Mania.
with Jericho. Yeah.
Yeah. And he was actually able to, he was the only one that was actually able to actually wrestle with Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Ricky definitely should have got a run. Instead of Shawn Michaels, Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, bro.
Hulk Hogan.
You just gotta play that song in the background.
Because it's just like motherfuckers, they'll make you think Hulk was the only one that popular. Ricky Steamboat was definitely very close to Hulk's popularity. Vince just didn't push him like that because we know why. But yeah, I'm gonna give thumbs up for sure. And him and Savage definitely should have been for the title.
Yeah, that was gonna be my last pick. Well, not the last pick meaning this one, but the pick before that. But then I ended up going a different direction. So yeah, thumbs up.
Fish fry.
Wait, sorry, my bad. What happened?
That's on you.
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Oh, thumbs up. Yeah, no. Original Dragon, Hogan Hold'em. And yeah, nah. Yeah, like listen, these people unfortunately lived in the arcs where, as we pointed out, niggas was having like 8-year reigns for no reason. Like
Facts.
like they at least around like the current time periods, like all right, everybody has some short reigns, and Roman Reigns is the only like needle in the haystack that actually got a chance to have a long reign. Like nigga, back then it was like, yeah, nah, son, I'm holding this belt for the next 10 years. Go find a different company to go work in. Like it's like, nah, bro. They would just hold to the times. So thumbs up.
So it's on you.
I'm surprised his name stayed for so long. And I have the perfect explanation to why I'm saying his name. Dusty Rhodes.
This nigga here.
Oh, snap.
If Dusty Rhodes would have won the championship, there would be no story for Cody to finish.
Oh, snap. Turn up.
That is hilarious.
Turn up. He potting. Turn up.
Everything would everything would be corrected. Roman will still be champion to this day. We would have Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania. I mean, our entire existence would have been different.
The universe would have corrected itself.
Yeah, and all we needed was Dusty Rhodes to get one. So if anyone out of all of these we've done, if there was ever a person who needed a run in WWE to get a championship, it's Dusty Rhodes.
Oh,
That's
shit.
crazy.
I feel like I can't give you a thumbs up because you still went with Rhodes, bro.
That's crazy. So you saying that?
And I'm just,
Nah, bro. I'm fixing the timeline.
I might be a generational hater, bro.
But But here's the thing: if you give it a thumbs down, that means you're giving Cody Rhodes' run a thumbs up.
I definitely ain't giving that nigga a thumbs up.
You kind of are, because you changing you keeping the history like it is today.
Yeah, I'm changing history. I'm sorry to tell you. Just say, give Dusty that belt. Cody ain't never gonna come back. Give Dusty the belt.
Damn, nigga, why you didn't say like Dustin? At least I like Dustin. You know what I'm saying? This nigga said.
I'm just changing WrestleMania main event for you. You wouldn't even hate Cody if he would have won.
I still might hate Cody.
No, I'm still hating Cody. Listen, Cody would not even be here though. Yeah, there's no story.
It wouldn't be, and it wouldn't interfere with Roman's run.
He'd still be Stardust.
Yeah, there's no story to finish here. He'd still be in AEW. Send him back. And if he came back, he in the mid card.
Yeah, man, thumbs up, man. Let's get the fuck out of here, man.
So Marquez, what's your vote?
Oh, it's thumbs up. We changing history. We fixing the timeline, man.
What say you, Kudo?
Man, put the nigga on the wheel, man. Come on, man. Whatever, man.
What you trying to say, Kudo? Go ahead.
Hey, man, put the nigga on the wheel, man. Whatever, man. Just come on, man. Hurry up. I ain't saying shit.
I guess Dusty could have been, had Dusty been booked correctly, which I don't understand why Vince didn't do that, which it'll never make sense to me why he didn't just. But the only reason I'm gonna vote thumbs down is because at that point in time when Dusty was a shell of himself by the time he got to WWE for real, he wasn't the same, not like main event level. Although he could have been put in the main event, but he just wasn't the same as he was when he was feuding with Flair and shit. His prime years where he was at his peak popularity, when he was feuding with Flair and Nikita Koloff and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You're done. You're washed. It's over.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. If he was a little bit, it's kind of like with the DDP thing. Had he been a little bit younger when he finally got to WWE, not even way younger, like 5-6 years younger, I think that would have been perfect for him. Because even if Vince tried to hold him, it wouldn't have worked. Because by that time, when he got there, he'd have been so over. Vince couldn't overlook it. He would have had to put the title on him. All right, since it's on me now, I'm gonna do something a little intriguing. This person has always had this potential, and then we realized it. It just so happened to happen elsewhere, but I would have loved for this to happen in WWE. One Isaiah Swerve Scott, also known as Swerve Strickland.
Fantastic pick.
I mean, we see what this nigga's capable of. Like, Aura is on 10 million. It might not be anybody outside of Prime Rock in Austin. It ain't too many motherfuckers that got this aura in wrestling history. Rick Rude, Chris Jericho, like prime Chris Jericho, year 99, year 2000, Y2J Jericho, who also had the Versace shirts. Yeah, Swerve got it, brother. Great in ring. He can talk. Just super charismatic. Motherfucker's amazing. He is peak level black champion.
Vince McMahon.
Thumbs up. Vince McMahon. Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels.
He is peak level black champion. Because he kind of Swerve is kind of the an amalgamation of every black champion that there's ever been and kind of combined into one. As far as the level of cool you would want him to have, like just that charisma and aura he's supposed to have. He's still really good in the ring. He can talk, and all this without being the typical shucking and driving black person in wrestling.
I feel like, and this is crazy. I feel like Tony Khan allowed him to finally do that.
Yeah,
Because if we going off, when we go off of like who got the book, I don't know anybody in WWE that's gonna let him be this black. Like this is like this is a hands-off character. This is like no one's telling him what to do. They just like Swerve, go ahead.
They give him bullet points.
Yeah, they just say, look, just bring this up. I don't even care how you come out. I don't care what you wear. I don't care who you bring out. I don't care what you do. Just make sure you sell this. Go ahead and be you. And I feel like because we talking WWE, I really hate to do that, but I would have to give it a thumbs down because it's just like they would never let him do this. This is like unprecedented what he's doing right now.
the only reason I kind of step away from that and like I believe he would be allowed to do that in WWE is because I don't think Vince would ever allow him Swerve to be what he is now. I believe Triple H would allow that.
Yeah, I think Triple H would definitely.
I believe wholeheartedly Triple H would allow it.
I think he would allow it now because he see what it did. But do you think he would have allowed it without knowing? If he was just like, all right, we never seen this before, and Swerve said, "Let me do this." You think he'd do it?
I think he let him
believe
do
so.
it. I think
I think he'd do it.
Okay.
Like I think Triple H was so upset that he brought back Hit Row and then Swerve had already signed with AEW. Like that nigga was pissed because he wanted Swerve.
He wanted Swerve. He didn't want the group. He wanted Swerve.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good point.
Because he saw it. I believe Triple H actually saw that Swerve was capable of this.
Yeah.
I believe Triple H saw that the whole time. I believe he just, again, he was. I believe a lot of shit Triple H wanted to let rock that we was as fans wanted to see too, but Vince McMahon,
Shawn Michaels.
he was in the way. Shawn definitely letting it rock. Shawn had Sexy Red on fucking NXT twice.
But
He was at a regular show and a pay-per-view.
I don't think Shawn Michaels letting him do it because dude, what Swerve is doing is some hardcore black stuff. Like this ain't like mainstream.
No, for real. Nah, this nigga, yeah, he's being, yeah.
And so like, but I know that I'm gonna give it a thumbs up because that was like the way he just tossed away Hit Row like that was like you like that's a good point. That's a good point. That alone screams exactly what he really wanted.
Yeah, because it was like, yeah, later for y'all, I really wanted this nigga right here. That's who I really wanted here.
Yeah, so I'll give it a thumbs up. Because I mean, because y'all know I've never seen it. At first I didn't even see it. I hated this guy, so and then I guess he just had to get out of that Vince persona, and then he really got there. And I'm like, okay, all right, I'm here.
Yeah, so
thumbs up. Yeah, thumbs up for my guy Swerve, bro. This plain and simple, bro. Swerve was and is a champion right now for this reason. Like this dude, he had it. Put the North American title on him in NXT. and he had big plans for him going to the main roster. Unfortunately, Vince touched him, and the rest is history.
Crazy way to say that.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
crazy
yeah,
way to put that.
pause that, bro.
And I ain't pausing that. He touched him, and look what happened to him.
It's touched him. Hey, yo, he got
Yeah,
a.
yeah. Vince put all his hands on him. All right, to the wheel, y'all. To the wheel. Final wheel of the day, and just to make the suspense build a little higher for you, Kudo and Soul, you both have 5. Frank has 1. I have none. So yeah, if if Frank gets this one, then both you and Soul got to go to sudden death. But if either of you get it, you automatically win.
All
So
right.
we shall see who wins, who loses.
Kudo got it.
Kudo got it.
Nigga happy as hell in the back. All right, relax.
That
Stop
yell
glazing.
get me every time, bro.
Stop, like, stop glazing. Stop glazing. Dude, glazing.
All right,
Crazy.
blazing crazy. Krispy Kreme out here.
Big Kudo fan. All right. Shouts out to Kudo for getting the
Hey,
dub.
this is the longest video we done ever fucking did. It's 2 parts.
4 hours worth, bro. 4 hours worth. That is nuts.
That is wild, but it's good combo in there.
Yeah. I liked it.
I feel like
Oh,
this would have, even though it's 2 parts and it's the longest list we've done, I feel like this is arguably, honestly, for me, our best list.
I like the R&B one better. I can't. Like that one was just that one.
I mean, as far as like being like funny, yeah, but like as far as like just quality of the list, I like this one because it's like some real good quality picks on there, and you can make a strong case for everybody on this list.
True. You're not
Yeah.
wrong.
Like it ain't like it's some like all right, it's some bullshit that snuck through this list. No, it's some legit. Everybody here is legit.
Let's name them for y'all, bro. Let's name them for y'all. Top 12 wrestlers who should have been a world champion. Ted DiBiase, Umaga, Arn Anderson, Rusev, Brody Lee, Vader, Shane McMahon, Jake the Snake, Montez Ford, Jay Uso, Wade Barrett, Ricky Steamboat is our final on the number 1 totem pole. Great picks. Great list. Thank you for joining us today for another Raging Rankings.
Wait, time out. Hold up. Real quick. Swerve got 3 thumbs up, didn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't the other 2 get 2 thumbs up?
Ricky Steamboat got 3 and Dust. Oh, well, actually, now I think about it, Dusty, we never got a confirmed.
Frank thumbs it down. That was 2.
I gave thumbs down for Dustin.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
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 Oh, I thought. Oh, would have not. But never
And
mind.
then
I threw so in there for no reason.
we gotta do that list again. I mean, do that spin again.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. So then Dusty only got like what, 1?
It was just me. I
Because
mean, it was just
because I put it over, but I guess Kudo.
Kudo also said, I think he said thumbs up, but he just didn't want to say thumbs up. So
Yeah.
because it was the road. So yeah, so it's actually between Frank and Kudo. So I'm not supposed to be in that. So
Oh snap!
we gotta.
All right, hey, listen,
Good catch. So damn,
hey,
I didn't even think about it. That's crazy.
hey,
Yeah,
listen, hey,
it just hit me. I'm like, wait a minute, Frank thumbs down, man. Why was I even in that?
never mind. Hey, we swerving back. Hey, let's do it.
It's still cool though.
No, sir. No, it is
Wow.
not. No, it is not. Kudo and Soul go to sudden death.
Wow.
What a
Great.
swerve!
That's funny.
But all
Wow.
right, y'all.
Hey, here we go.
Sudden death. All right. Kudo go first.
Fuck, I ain't got nobody.
It's low key a lot of people you can pick from. You just got to be able to make the case.
Yeah. For me, I'm gonna go Bam Bam Bigelow.
Mm,
Like to me, that was the original big man high flyer right there.
big ass moonsault.
Yeah, the moonsault.
That Bam Bam salt was nasty.
And yeah, he just like I said, he was the original big man high flyer for me. Like he had the look, the tat on the skull. Like to me, he had all the tools to be a champion.
I heard you couldn't cut it in a real man's military.
I forgot about Major. That makes it even better, bro. He's in major pain. Yeah, I'm going Bam Bam.
Bam
Okay.
Bam Bigelow. Yeah, Bam was he was nice. I fucks with Bam.
The media stop was hilarious.
I was trying to think. I was like, based off when he competed as well, he could have been champion. They wasn't super strong. It was in the new generation era, so you know the answer. Shawn
Shawn
Michaels.
Michaels.
It was literally Shawn Michaels. If they put the title on Diesel for a fucking year, they could have put it on Bam Bam Bigelow, bro. Diesel had the title and was still somehow Shawn Michaels' sidekick.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Hey
crazy.
man, Shawn Michaels.
All right. I'm gonna go with someone I want to go with all day. But you guys can decide. But I'm just gonna say it because it is technically true. I'm going with Gunther. I mean, what the fuck? Gunther's a killer, bro. Gunther's an absolute fucking killer. And he's calling everyone's broke. So now he has money now. I mean, the guy's amazing. His moves are amazing. He had a legendary run with with the Intercontinental title. He finally broke the honky tonk man streak, thank God.
Thank
He
God.
just he's just on. He's there. It's time for it to happen. Will it happen? Who knows? It may not ever happen for some reason. Who knows? But Gunther's that guy, man. I'm going with Gunther.
When Goon wins on Saturday, we're going to remove you as winner if you win this round.
That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't want to say nothing, but it's like, bro,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's not the win, bro.
as I'm saying, I didn't want to use it. I wasn't sure if he literally has a chance to lose. Like, this is
I
gonna
was
be
like, the
over.
only thing is, I want to say Gunther, but at the same time, Gunther is probably going to be champion this time next week. So,
Yeah.
or
So yeah, I have somebody else anyway. I just wanted to see if that works. I'll take it. Okay.
It works. It works. It's just again when
Yeah.
if you
It's like
win, once he wins next week, we gonna mean you. That's true.
You just got to come back. Hey guys, sorry.
Hey guys, sorry.
Hi guys.
Okay. I'm gonna go with. And Wise ain't gonna like this. That's kind of funny. I'm going with Jeff Jarrett. Dude, Jeff Jarrett with the guitar and with Deborah. That's all I needed.
Jeff Jarrett with Deborah and that guitar definitely could have been a heel champion. He worked great in fucking WCW as heel champion. I tell you that much.
My
I
Bruh,
hated
world.
that motherfucker.
bruh.
When that nigga coming out in that damn Titans jersey, I wanted to kick his. I wanted to super kick this nigga in the back of his head, bro. But he
Bro.
was great as a heel, though. That first of all, you guys know this because I've said this multiple times. Jeff Jarrett's gimmick with the whole "women belong in the kitchen," one of the greatest gimmicks of all time. One of the best heel gimmicks of all time.
Dude, imagine him going up against Triple H and he just beating up Stephanie.
He keep attacking Stephanie with that guitar.
Yeah. Like, I mean, me personally, Jeff Jarrett
And him
had.
telling Triple H you wouldn't have to worry about this if she was at home barefoot, pregnant in the kitchen.
Come on, man. Come on, man. That's a run. That's a nice run going into
Yeah,
the.
put that title on him.
Come on.
Protect your bitch, slap nuts. Yeah, put the title on that guy.
Do it. Book it, Vince.
So what's y'all votes?
I'm
Uh,
go-
I'm going Jeff
I'm a
Jarrett.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Jeff. That gimmick is too good to pass up. Him hitting Stephanie with the guitar, priceless. I'm paying money to see that, bro. I need that in my life. The heat that would have been on Jeff for saying Stephanie to be at home pregnant, unreal.
Yeah.
I would love for him to run that gimmick back today. Oh, that should have bring wrestling back. That's the Attitude Era numbers right there.
Yeah. People will hate watch it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They watch it. They watch it. They hate watching him to see him lose the same way people used to watch Floyd Mayweather.
It would be like a Twitter account that people always hate their tweets, and it's always like a bunch of stuff that triggers a bunch of people, but yeah, everyone keep giving him engagement. That would be his title run.
Like that black dude that keep popping up places with the T-shirt on and the MAGA hat.
I've never seen that, but yeah, that works.
All right.
we really moonlighted this La La Land, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Hey, shouts out to Soul for getting the big dub here on Ranger Rankings. Top
I actually made
12
a list.
wrestlers. Yeah. Yeah, we
Actually,
did.
I did a full list for the first time.
Hey. We have zero clue what our next list is gonna be, but you'll find out when it happens next Thursday. Till then, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, like, comment, emphasis on comment. Y'all just be scared. I feel like ever since me and Frank cussed y'all out like weeks ago in the comment section, y'all just afraid to say something.
I didn't even go that crazy on people, man. I was just letting them know some stuff, man. I was helping people be better informed. I ain't cuss nobody out.
Yeah,
Don't be scared.
we were just talking like yeah, y'all, bro. It's all right. Y'all can say something. Say something. All right. We ain't gonna bite. Possibly. Who knows? But till then, I'm King. He's Frank. That's Kudo. And don't forget your soul on the way out.
Peace.
You must be sleeping under a rock or something.